We are going to be meal planning the rest of May and also June up to June 22nd. I like to meal plan about a month at a time. This video is part 2. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, you'll definitely want to watch that video first. It's linked in the description below, and then come back to this video. We had just left off in step number 4, where we were filling out our meats on hand insert so that we know how much meat we will have in our freezer or fridge after we make each recipe that we're planning to make. And you can see here on this list that we have 0 chicken thighs or pork tenderloins, etc. of most of these left in the freezer after we've made these recipes, which is great because that means that our meat is not getting wasted. I also drew in some lines for any sort of meat or fish that I don't have on hand and therefore need to buy at the grocery store. So let's just start with like our Filipino chicken adobo, which is number 2. And we're gonna look at the perishable ingredients, and we have garlic cloves, and we have green onions, and we have cauliflower rice. So let's go to garlic, and then I'm going to write a 2 in parentheses since it's Filipino chicken adobo is number 2 on my list. Green onions, 3 bunches. It says that I need 2 medium green onions. I will need approximately 1/4 bunch, and I'm going to write 2 above that so I know which recipe it's from. And then we have 5 cups of cauliflower rice down here under perishables. And on here we have 6 cups of uncooked cauliflower rice. So I'm going to write down 2. Okay, so these are all of the perishables in this recipe, and I already have all these other ingredients, so I don't need to worry about that. Low carb Instant Pot egg roll bowls. So for the ingredients that I have on hand, we have 1 bunch of green onions. So I'm gonna say 1 bunch and draw 1 in parentheses since egg roll bowls is recipe number 1. 4 cloves of garlic minced. I'm gonna say 8 cloves since we're doubling this recipe, and I'm gonna write a 1. And I'm also noticing that I have all the ingredients, but I don't have the coleslaw mix, and I don't have the shiitake mushrooms. So now I'm gonna start my next shopping list because I buy those from Target. And I'm gonna say 16 ounces of shiitake mushrooms and 2 bags of coleslaw mix. So now before I move on, I want to kind of go through the perishables and just make sure that I'm using all of it up. So we have 4.5 pounds of asparagus. I put down 10, but I think that those would also go with shrimp red Thai curry, kofta flame grilled burgers, and Korean pork bowl. And then I'll use the rest in lunches. I need 16 cloves of garlic, but I only have 1. So I need to add that to my Target shopping list. The green beans I'm just going to be using for lunches during weeks 1 and 2, since it says that there are 2 weeks left. The 3 bunches of green onions, I need 3¼ bunches, so that means I need to buy some more. 1 bunch of green onions. Okay, so according to this, we are good on perishables. I'm using friction erasable pens and highlighters because if I make a mistake, it's easy to fix it. And also, especially like during the month, if something comes up and the plan doesn't go as planned, I can easily erase something and move it somewhere else. So referencing this page, I'm going to look on here and I'm going to start going down the list. So first we have the egg roll bowls. So I'm just going to plan this in to the 19th. And we do leftovers in our house. So we have dinner for leftovers the following night. And then we also will sometimes have leftovers as our lunches. That way we're cooking a lot fewer times per month. Then I think, because I don't want to do chicken the entire week, I want to kind of mix it up. So I'm going to do the kofta flame grilled burgers next. And then I am just going to do a salad using the same ingredients, but then kind of mixing it up a little bit by adding in a few different ingredients just so it doesn't taste exactly the same, because we're having this for some of our lunches too and we don't want to get sick of it. Okay, next I think it's okay to do the chicken adobo, and this is with the cauliflower rice. And then Korean pork bowl, so we're not having chicken again. Then we're going to do some fish, so we mix it up a little bit. Those asparagus creamy miso tuna steaks. And then we have the Mediterranean meatball bowls. I decided to use up the last of the ground beef, and then I decided to, in order to make it taste a little bit different, doing ground pork as kind of the second batch of the meatball bowls, although both types of meat would be prepared on the same day, so that we're only cooking once. I'm kind of switching back and forth, so I had the Mediterranean meatball bowls, but because I need to cut up some zucchini for that, I'm going to pair it with the roasted salmon and zucchini so that that zucchini doesn't go bad and it gets used up. The remaining meals are all seafood, so I'm going to skip 2 days because I don't want to just have all seafood during June. So I'm doing shrimp red Thai curry. I'm going to skip about 4 days because we need a break from the seafood. So now that uses up all 8 servings of our roasted salmon and zucchini. For the chicken adobo, I have 8 servings. I've used up 4, so I think I'll do green beans chicken adobo here. That uses up all 8 servings of the chicken adobo. I still have a few servings of the Korean pork bowl. Now I need to pick out some recipes that I can use here. Looking at my shopping list, I see that I have this bag of chicken thighs, and if we remember, we were -4 when we had the Filipino chicken adobo, so that means we're gonna have leftover chicken thighs from this bag that we can use towards these meals. So I decided to go with Indian butter chicken because not only does it have chicken thighs, but it also uses an onion, which we know we will have some excess from our Target shopping. And the way that I'm doing this is freezing all of the Indian butter chicken that's not being eaten the following day on the day that it is cooked on that Wednesday. That way we don't have to eat 16 servings all at the same time. And I'm just keeping in mind the total number of servings that we have left. For the egg roll bowls, the chicken needs to be thawed 48 hours ahead of time because the chicken thighs just take forever to thaw. And then tomorrow I'm going to need to go to Target, Costco, and then online I need to purchase the Hungryroot items. And the reason why it has to happen tomorrow is because I'm not going to have all of the ingredients for the egg roll bowls if not. Because we're having chicken adobo on this day, I need to thaw chicken. This recipe says that you want to marinate the chicken 30 minutes to 2 hours. So I'm saying 2 hours marinate chicken. Now let's look at each of the meals and make sure that we have everything that we need. The asparagus that we have, it's only going to last 2 weeks, so that means that we need to purchase more asparagus. We're gonna need to buy coconut milk. That'll get us through our first 2 weeks. And then we will need to do a shopping trip here. And that's because we're gonna run out of asparagus. So on this June 1st shopping trip, we are going to need this cilantro. The reason why I'm not purchasing it during this May 18th week is because the cilantro is not going to last to June 3rd. That is the day that we're making the Indian buttered chicken recipe. I also need to buy some ginger because this recipe asks for 1 to 2 teaspoons of minced ginger. And we'll need to buy another onion because we'll have used up the onion that we bought in our previous shopping trip. And the 1 head of garlic will cover the garlic that's needed for the Indian butter chicken. And it'll last long enough. So I want to make sure that we have enough servings for each of the meals that we've planned out in our monthly spread, and that all of the ingredients have been added to the shopping list. On May 18th and on June 1st, we just come here and pull out our shopping list and take them to the stores. And now I'm going to take the recipes that I pulled out and I'm going to put them in the order of when I am cooking each meal. So we're starting with egg roll bowls. And then we have the kofta burgers. And then the chicken adobo. Now we have all of the prep work that we're going to need planned out. We have all of our shopping trips planned out, and we have all of the ingredients that we're going to need to purchase. We also have all of our lunches planned out. We have all of our dinners planned out. Then I have all of the recipes in the exact order that I'm going to need them in this stack here. And then the location of this tab will be wherever the recipe for that day is located. So after the egg roll bowls get cooked, then I'm going to move this tab here to the kofta flame grilled burgers. So while it does take a little bit of time to plan out an entire month's worth of meals, I think it's totally worth it because now literally everything is taken care of. You just have to show up and purchase the ingredients on the list and then cook the meals according to the recipes. There's no other thought process really required. So I really like how it kind of simplifies an entire month. For more meal planning ideas, check out this video next, and I'll see you next Saturday. Bye!